Hey, Gary Wolf here. I'm going to show you a quick tour of the back office of MyFunLife. Whoop, already hit the wrong button. Hang on, that's the join button. Let's go to login. Okay, well, let's see. I'm member login. My information's there. Now, I'm going to talk about the pre-enrollee login. If you have any pre-enrollees, which you may have either through lead capture pages that people have filled out, or actually in your back office you can enter someone as a pre-enrollee. If any of those pre-enrollees come back to your site, you need to, or they need to come here and enter their email address in here, the same one they used before, and hit continue, and then they're essentially logged in and can take a free ride or free tour of the back office. Just so you know. So I'm going to log in and we'll take a look at the back office. Now, all our back offices look similar. You know, they're all the same here. Some of the information obviously is different for each of us. On the left hand side here you can see there's quite a few tabs. I'm just going to go over a select few of these that I've been using in the first few days of using this back office to manage my MyFunLife business. Let's see, the genealogy. Well, let's start here. My website addresses. If you click on that, what you're going to see are links for each of the landing pages that are available. So, like this is an image of a landing page that's available to you, and this right here is a link that brings people to your landing page that are coded to you. Notice up here what it says. When you're advertising, obviously you want to keep track of the source of your ads so you can understand if your ads are paying off for you. So right here it says ad / source equals anything. At the end of your link after .com you want to put / source equals and then something that has meaning to you. If you're going to advertise on a classified ad site, you might want to say / source equals classified ad site. If you're going to advertise on Craigslist, you might want to say / equals CL for Craigslist, or CL1 for your first Craigslist ad, or whatever has meaning to you. That way when you look in your back office, which we'll look at in a minute under the contact manager, you can tell the source of the pre-enrollee or the member. Now I'm going to scroll down and you can see there's several of these lead capture pages. These all have a very nice video in them. This one here has no video, it's just a static page, and I kind of like this one but I haven't tested them all out yet to see, you know, compare which works better or worse. So these are all available to you, and for each one you have a link, so you just copy and paste that link, and for tracking, add / source equals some variable name or some constant that means something to you. Now in the contact manager is where these leads show up. So basically if you have a pre-enrollee, for example, it says pre-enrollee under type, source is unknown. I didn't use the source initially when I did some advertising. This here under username, a pre-enrollee has some system generated username. You can ignore that. That is by the system, and at some point they're hopefully going to send out an email where when they can keep track of this that shows other pre-enrollees that might be under the person through spillover, and entice that person to sign up, and these temporary IDs that are assigned by the system for their username, or I'm sure how they keep track of that. Then you have first name, last name, email, phone number they entered, and the date, time. You can click on any of these column headers to sort by that column. Type is member or pre-enrollee, source. Mine are all okay. Yeah, I have a couple by source that I started using that, but not many. Frank Zappa. That's a test one I did. So that's where they show up. Right now we don't have a lot of tools from a contact management standpoint. There's no autoresponder that we have access to. The company is sending out emails to pre-enrollees to entice them back, but we don't have access to that system to manage ourselves. What we do have is you can check As you can see, it's slightly changed the color. I'll do that by, I don't know if you can see that well, but by clicking this, you're selecting all or none, and then you can export the list. If you click on export, it says, you know, whatever that message is, and then I don't know if you can see it here down in the corner, but it just downloaded a CSV, essentially a comma separated file, a spreadsheet for me to have access to those names. So at that point, I can pull them out of the spreadsheet and email people myself if I choose to. The leaderboard, I've looked at all of these, but these are the ones I've kind of used regularly at this point. The leaderboard, you can see this person, PT, I think that's Portugal. This guy is going to be in the money real quick. You know, remember, for the coded bonuses, you get $5 a pop for, just say at the first level, you know, 4th, 5th, and 6th, you're getting $5 a pop. 7, 8, 9, 10, and you get $8, and then everyone after that you get $10. So this guy right here, say he has 200, you know, he's already made a couple $1,000s in code bonuses. I'm sure he can't wait till launch because he's going to get that a week later. So, and he'll make a lot more because the coded bonuses exponentially grow as your group grows below you. So you definitely want to keep sponsoring people. The first thing to do is get 1 and then get 3. You want to get at least 3 people. You don't have to get anyone in theory, but you're not going to make a whole lot of money if you don't get sponsors. You know, you might make a few grand a month. You can make up to $4,600 a month when the matrix fills. But if you're not recruiting people, that's going to take a lot longer, and you're just going to make a lot. You're leaving tens of thousands and 6 figures on the table if you're not recruiting regularly. Even if it takes you a year to get 50 people. If you get 50 people, you're making, on the 9th level, you can make, you know, go from $4,000 a month to like $30,000 a month or something. Let's see. What else do I use here? My lead source, do I click on that one? Oh, yeah, this, no, I haven't used that. Down here, marketing resources. This one you want to take a look at. I haven't used these services. These are third-party services. Rent a List I've used in the past with poor results. You got to be very careful the lists you buy. They're very, I'm not saying you can't get good lists there, and they're usually lists for email marketing, but you don't want to just buy the first one. You know, you got to do your homework, do some research, really grill the people, and whatever price they quote you, it's probably 3 or 4 or 5 times more than you need to pay. You got to really negotiate with these people to talk them down. They're on commission basis, the list brokers, and towards the end of the month, you can really get better deals because they're trying to meet quota. But be careful there. I've learned the hard way with that. Backpage.com is like Craigslist. I've heard that's great. I haven't used it yet. Solo Ads Directory, it's similar. That you can get essentially, you can send emails out to people, other people's lists who have gathered lists. Again, you got to do your homework there. Make sure the people have the right type of list that might be interested in their offer. If you don't know much about email marketing, don't have much experience, you know, don't go down there without learning about it. You're most likely going to spend money and not get much return on your buck. Right here are the banner ads. This is something you can use right away. They have a lot of nice banners. They're in different languages, and what you want to do is find websites, or on your own personal websites if you have a blog or something else, place the banner and create a link to one of your lead capture pages. I'm not going to show you how to create a link here, but I will in another video. You know, these banners, if you right click, you can say save image as, and you can download it to your PC. Oh wait, this is new. Okay, never mind. Let's see, they got this before. They didn't have this, now they do. So all you have to do is copy this code and paste it into a website that you have control over, or that someone, or if you're buying a banner spot, this is what you'd want to copy and paste and send to them. You can see it has this substitution field username. After you you're going to want to put your username in there if it's not pre-filled. When you copy and paste this, paste it into a notepad or something on your PC and see if it stays the same way. It might extract your username, but if it doesn't, make sure you replace this with your username so that this lead capture page will work. This image is going to link to the first lead capture page under the My Website Addresses. Based on this URL, I can see that's the one it is. So copy and paste that, put it on websites you have, or you can pay to put it on websites. Let me show you something here. I'm going to go to .com mommies. You know, this site, like I put this banner here, this is me on this site. You know, if you click this ad, it goes to my lead capture page.
Welcome to the Life Starts at 21 tour. Welcome to the Life Starts at 21 tour.
Okay, so .com mommies, you know, I've known about that site for a while. I haven't gotten any clicks off this yet. It's been up for a few days, so you know, this site might not get much traffic anymore. You know, I don't know that it ever did, but at one point, you know, a year or two ago, I heard a lot of people talking about it, referring to it. So this ad space was available. I paid $75 for basically 30 days to place this here. If I get 1 or 2 signups, it'll be well worth it. But you know, so far after a few days, 0 clicks. I'm not very encouraged by it. But that's what you would do with banners like this. You'd find sites to put them on. Now that's our Facebook group. Hang on, I gotta try to make my way back. I'm gonna pause this for a minute. Hang on. Okay, I found my way back here. Okay, so you know, read the do's and don'ts. This is essentially the quick list of policies and procedures. Make sure you're not doing anything egregious to ruin it for yourself and possibly everyone else. All these other tabs, take a look at them. They're all relevant. You know, this place a friend, this is where you can essentially enter a name and an email address of a friend of yours to make them a pre-enrollee. The system won't contact that person because they don't want to spam that person, but they'll be registered as a pre-enrollee. So if you then personally call or email that person and tell them to go to your site, username.myfunlife.com, and log in on the pre-enroll, click on the join button, and then enter the email address that you entered for them, tell them to use that email address to log in as a pre-enrollee, they'll get a tour. So that's another way to having pre-enrollees. You can put them in yourself, but again, you put them in yourself, you have to inform that person how to get to this page to log in, because they're not going to be notified by the system. The genealogy, okay, of course, this is a good one. Now, here's what it's going to look like. You know, it goes down and across, and you know, it's pretty cool when you start getting a few people in there. The genealogy list and the enroller list. The enroller list is pretty cool. You know, you can click on any of these columns to sort by, you know, and this is helpful. It tells you the sponsor. This tells you how many people you signed up. I have a whole bunch of pre-enrollees. I have a system or an advertising tool that I purchased by accident some time ago called Desktop Lightning. I was going to try it out for a month, and it ended up in the fine print that clicking buy meant I was saying I want to buy it for a year, and I was pretty upset at the time because I didn't want to spend 200 and something bucks, and I didn't really find a good use for it up until now. But when I put an ad out for My Fun Life, I got an awesome response. I got, you know, about 100 people fill out the lead capture page, or actually more. I've only got a few conversions from it, but of course, hopefully the system is auto emailing these people. If not, I've been exporting the list and sending them an email every other day, trying to bring them back and get them in. So again, you can't break anything. Click on all of it. This is where we'll see the fun trips when they're available. I don't know if that's an example or we actually have one. I have to take another look at this. Fun condos, these are samples. And then Cha-Ching Booking, you can look at it in your back office, but where this actually isn't your back office anymore. You can't see it up here, but it goes to your username .chachingbooking.com. So this is another site that you can share with people that you may not want to recruit directly. You can say, hey, you know, go here, save money, get cash back on your travel, and leave it at that. You know, they'll potentially look around and see this and, you know, say, hey, what's this all about? And, maybe you'll bring them in that way. But if not, maybe they'll just use your site to travel. You make a few dollars that way. This is the calculator. It's not really a calculator in the sense that it's not gonna, like if you say I want one person, you know, it basically shows you, well, I guess let's bump it up to 3. So if you get 3 people, you see on level 7, you can, this is what you can get paid. You can get $4,665. If you got 3 and everyone else got 3 all the way down and filled up your matrix completely, this is what you get paid. Now, if you got 4 people, 5 and 6, 9, whatever, and you click it, you see nothing changes. Well, you're still, until you hit 20, you don't get paid on the 8th level. 50 for the 9th and 100 for the 10. That's people you sponsor. But if you enroll 9, you're making coded bonuses, and you're making check match on those people and their matrix earnings. So you're making a lot more than this overall in the other pay methods. But here it only shows you, you know, purely what you get from your matrix. Now if you click 20, you'll see it adds row 8, because if you personally sponsor 20 people, you get paid on the 8th level once it starts filling. And the same with if you get to 50, you get paid on the 9th level, and if you get to 100, you get paid here, which you can make basically $90,000 a month if it fills up completely. So that's your goal. Maybe it takes you a year to do it, but what do you care? In the meantime, you're making money. If it takes you a year to sponsor 100 people, you know, so be it. You're making 90 grand a month a year from now. That's still absolutely incredible. Now, can you sponsor 100 people? Well, absolutely. Get your first one, get 3, get 6. Once you start getting a few people in, you can start posting on Facebook, hey, I made, you know, $3,000 last month, and people are going to start paying attention. You'll have a lot more confidence. As you get more people in, it's going to be a lot more easy for you to recruit. You're going to get better at it. You're going to have more confidence. You're going to have more to brag about, basically, to entice people and show people the money and show people the credibility that you have because you're doing it. So can you get 100? Yes. Is it going to be done in a week? Doubtful, although somebody's done it, remember? Let me go back. But you can do it as fast as you want to do it. You just have to put out the effort. Let's look. I wish I knew what this guy did, but whoever this man or woman is can he get 100? Yeah, he got 100 twice already. 5 people already got 100 people in the business. So yeah, you can do it. Maybe they have a following already. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. If you want it, do it. It's up to you. Nothing's stopping you except your belief or lack thereof. So I hope you enjoyed the tour. Get familiar with your back office, your power line. That's just your genealogy tree. So hope you find this useful, and looking forward to putting another video out again soon. This will be on our Faith Team Facebook group. Thank you.